All right, we are back at it today. We're gonna get finished with this floor on the shed here. I've got to finish attaching my rim on both sides, and I gotta unstack this pile here. They put all my 2x4 on top of my subfloor, so I've got to take all that off so I can get to that. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and put these rim joists on, and then I'm going to show you how I put on subfloor. And because I'm using the Advantech, I'm also going to be using the Advantech adhesive for the subfloor. So I'll show you that, and yeah, let's get building. When you're doing a project like this and you've got 16-foot boards, don't be afraid to use some help here. I just put a little block and attached it to the underside of this joist with a couple of screws. That way it would hold up this end of the board while I held that end and continued nailing it off. You don't want to really nail the middle first, just because sometimes you need to press up or down on the board, and it helps if you start at one end and press up or down as you need to so that everything is nice and flush at the top. I also added this stop block. Tricks of doing things on your own when you don't have somebody to help you hold things up, carry things, whatever. All right, first thing I need to do is I need to take one sheet and get it up here, and I'm going to start at the edge here and work my way that direction. So I just want to check how square my floor is before I start putting adhesive on the floor joists. So I'm just going to set one on here and kind of adjust it as I need to, figure out just how square it is, get it squared up, and then I could just kind of shove it off to one side, apply my adhesive, and apply the sheet back to the spot, nail it off, and just continue on. As you can see, my building, I've got this nice and straight with this rim is right on it, and everything is just kind of slightly off. So the way I'm going to fix that is I'm actually going to go ahead and I'll apply my adhesive here, and then I'm going to actually line this edge up where it sits, but align it with my joists so that it's square to that, and this will actually start going that direction. So then I'll have more leverage at that end. I could then shove forward to align it with that, and it should kind of help to shift the entire floor joist system. Let's see how it works. Again, some of these things are a little more difficult when you're doing them by yourself. So you have to be creative, find ways to get the product that you want with what you've got. I'm using this Advantech subfloor adhesive. You have to buy one of these applicator guns. It is much easier than using construction adhesive with a caulking gun. Screws on the top here. They also make a cleaner for it so that when you're done using, you screw your cleaner can on and run a stream of it through your gun so that you don't have clogs. That simple little trick seems to have done exactly what I wanted it to. This doesn't look like it's bowing out at all, and that's why I went ahead and nailed that entire edge off before I started prying the whole thing over. It should have helped to kind of shift the entire subfloor or the floor joists, and we'll see how it does as we continue on laying floor. As you can see, I did not use the Advantech adhesive on these couple sheets, and I probably won't use it on the rest of it. Not because I don't want to use it, but because I ran out of the cleaner and I don't want to gum up my gun that I have for the adhesive. They're about 40 or 50 bucks. So I don't want to destroy something when this is just my tool shed. If this happened to be somebody's home or somebody else's project, I would run down and grab that adhesive cleaner. However, it's just my project, so I don't want to if I don't have to. But what I did do, as opposed to just nailing it off with the Milwaukee, I decided to switch over to some decking screws so that it would have a nice solid attachment to these floor joists. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue on, and I'll just use my 3-inch screws to attach my subfloor, and I will get all of these areas that they recommend that you get attached. So I'm gonna continue on. If you didn't notice, I'll show you here, I did stagger my joints. So I've got one butt joint here with these 2 sheets, and I don't have another butt joint here. I went ahead and straddled the joint halfway. So I've got 4 feet going out that way, 4 feet going out that way, and that'll leave me with a 4-foot piece on that end and a 4-foot piece on that end. And then I'll go back to the original. At the last piece, I'll start with a full and work my way across. Wanted to take a moment and thank Brunt Workwear. They sent me a pair of boots to try out. I love them so far. They're durable, they are comfortable, and that is important to me while I'm on the job. There's all sorts of terrain that we walk on every day, between the rocks, the uneven ground, ladders, all sorts of things, and these boots have been super comfortable. So go ahead and check them out. And in the promotion code, type Pioneer Adventure 10 and get yourself 10% off.